Hello, this is Kenny Belfato. One of the common problems with nesting on a CNC router is holding small parts. Well, we have that solved with our RouterSim software. Our automation suite has several settings for small parts. One of them is to rename outside layers. And I could have something on layer outside, for example, and once it reaches a certain area, it changes the name to SML outside. And there I would use a tabbing or an onion skin or a rank first priority type of cutting. I also have a dimension tolerance, so not only area, but just any length that's smaller than 3 inches in X or Y will trigger a small part. Then we go further and add a SMX, which is an extra small part. Extra small parts, anything 30 square inches or less, or inch and a half in X or Y, and it's an extra small part, and it'll be called SMX. So if your layer was on outside, it'll be called SML outside or SMX outside. It allows you to apply different machining strategies to those layers for small parts. The other one is something called a cutter bridge, and then we have a small part zone, an edge offset here. So we look at an example here, and these red parts are small, and they have an extra bridge width around them. So there's extra material around those. So for example, a tab can be holding those to the sheet. They also stay away from the edge by at least 2 inches. So all the small parts are staying away from the edge, where larger parts can go right up to the edge. Between those two strategies, actually it's three, because you have small parts, extra small parts, and then an edge allowance. Oh, let's make it four, because the other one is the cutter bridge that allows you to put a bigger spacing around the parts. So today's RouterSim has these four technologies to help you hold small parts, keep them spaced further out so they can have tabs or onion skins to hold them, keep them away from the edge where there's less vacuum, and to treat them differently with onion skins and tabbing and tab at cut start and so forth. RouterSim has all those features. One of the other small part features here is something called tab at the cut start. I could activate the RouterSim program here, and we'll do a tab at cut start. And what this is allows you to use for example, your outside cutting, and you could put this feature here, your total cut depth, and you do a tab at cut start, which you can put as a negative decimal number here. And what this will do is it will lead in and right away make a tab, and then the overlap cuts that off. So that is 1.4 times around the part. Why go around the part twice? We can go 1.5 times, 1.25 times. Even 1.9 is less than 2 times around the part. So here it is with, for example, 25%. So 1.25 times around the part here. It's going to lead in and makes a tab. And we have this ramped tab. So the tool ramps up and ramps down, cuts around the overlap, cuts it off. Full control with cutter comp on here as well. So you can really adjust the size of your parts. But this is a better way than cutting around the part twice with an onion skin. You could do a tab at cut start and go around 1.25, 1.5, 1.9. Anything less than 2 is going to save cycle times. So there's an example of RouterSim using small parts, extra small parts, cutter bridge to space them out further, and an edge allowance to keep them away from the edge of the part.